What's up, World Changers?
What's up, World Changers?
What's up, World Changers?
What is up, World Changers?
So our story picks up with two friends.
He has nothing left. He can't see what.
But it really shows us that Jesus really was back from the dead. You know what? This is what humility looks like. World Changers, we're back, baby!
That's right. We are going to be resuming services on September 20th, and we are so excited. We can't wait to be together again in our own rooms having services.
But before we open, we have to go over a couple of things with your parents.
That's right. Drop off and pickup is going to look just a little bit different, so let's explain how this is going to go. All kids will need to be checked in at our World Changer main lobby. We are asking that only one parent or guardian per household come with their kids to drop off and pick up. While in here, our kids will go through a screening process to ensure the safety of all World Changers. Now, kids with a temperature above 100.4 degrees will be asked to go home.
Don't forget your mask.
That's right, everyone above the age of 10 will be required to wear a mask while in our building.
If you have a legend, after they're screened and checked in, you can drop them off right outside their door. Now, parents won't be allowed to come into the room to ensure the safety of all of our World Changers.
If you have a hero, after they have been screened and checked in, you can walk him or her down to their hallway where a leader will meet you to walk them to their classroom. Parents will not be allowed to go down the hallway to ensure the safety of all World Changers. If you only have a dreamer, you can use this nursery check-in counter in the Harvest Time main lobby to check in. After the screening process, parents can walk their dreamer down to their designated room.
Don't forget, wherever you dropped off your World Changer is where you're going to pick them up as well. And if you have a student in 6th through 8th grade, YTHJV will also be meeting in their room on September 20th. For more information on YTH, go ahead and follow them on Instagram and Facebook.
And we know that many families will have World Changers in different locations. That's perfect. We're going to have leaders all over campus to make sure that you know where to go and how to safely get there.
Follow us on Instagram and Facebook for any more information. If you have any questions at all, please feel free to ask us.
We cannot wait to see you and your World Changer at Harvest Time.
What's up, World Changers? It's Pastor Daniel here, and I am on our Legends stage because I'm so excited to be back in the room with you guys on September 20th. But before we do that, it's been a new month. We are in the month of September now. And we are starting a new series. All right, so our series for this month is called Block Party. And so our virtue for this month, for the rest of this month, and when you guys come back in the room, is going to be friendship. And friendship can be also said like this: using your words and actions to show others that you care. All right, so I know a lot of you guys have a bunch of friends, right? And maybe some of you guys don't have a lot of friends. I like to have a close group of friends, and then there's people that, you know, like I say, like, yeah, he's my friend, I guess. I don't really like talk to him that much, but he's my friend. But friendship is so good for us to have. I think God created us to have, relationships, but friendship is one of those types of relationships, okay? So friendship, everybody say friendship. Okay, I hope you said it because I'm all alone over here in this room. But again, I can't wait for you guys to be here, and I think you guys said it in your house, wherever you're at watching online. Let's go ahead and jump into our memory verse. It's in Proverbs 17:17. Everybody say that, Proverbs 17:17. And it says this: a friend loves at all times. They are there to help when trouble comes. Let's say that again. Let's say it again so we can kind of get it in our minds, right? A friend loves at all times. They are there to help when trouble comes. Proverbs 17:17. Learn that memory verse for this entire month the rest of this month, as we're talking about friendship, I want you guys to remember that in your hearts, in your minds, as you go out to school and all these other things that you might be going, wherever you go. A friend loves at all times. They are there to help when trouble comes. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and jump into our Bible story. So obviously we're talking about friendship. Again, everybody say friendship. Friendship. All right, we're gonna be talking about that. And so God certainly thinks that friendships are very important, right? He made us, like I said a while ago, he made us to have good relationships with each other. And it's really important for us to learn how to be a good friend, for us to have friends around us, to encourage us and point us in the right direction. So we need to know what it's like to be a good friend before we can have all these other relationships and friends in our lives as well. Right? So I want to look in the book of Ecclesiastes. Everybody say that? Ecclesiastes. I think that's how you say it. In Spanish, you say it like this. I want to say it to you guys. Ecclesiastes. That's so weird, right? It's so different. But Ecclesiastes, and this is where we're going to learn a little bit about friendship for week number 1, right? So why is friendship so important? For one of the things that friends help us do, friends help us get things done. They help us get more things done. And in Ecclesiastes 4:9, it says this: 2 people are better than 1. They can help each other in everything they do. See, one of the things that helps me realize this, so I love to play volleyball and I love to work out. Awesome. I love to play volleyball and I love to work out. So when I play volleyball, I usually play against like 2 versus 2. And so me and a good friend of mine, some of you might know her, her name is Miss Montana. We play together, we play volleyball together. And so a lot of times, have you ever heard of the word ball hog? Some people are ball hogs. Honestly, that's me sometimes. I can be a ball hog. And I want to hit the ball every time. I want to touch the ball every time. But in order for us to win games, she has to be able to pass it to me, and then I can hit it, and we can get more points. And then from that, we're able to do more than if it was just me by myself. Because if it was just me by myself versus 2 other people, I'm not gonna lie, we would lose. I would lose easily. So that's why it's better. Friends can help you do more. And my other thing, when I work out, I love working out as well. And so one of my other good friends, his name is Mr. Garrett, or we can call him Mr. G. Mr. Garrett and Mr. G helps me to work out because whenever I go with him, I'm able to do heavier weights. You might say how? Why are you able to do heavier weights? And it's because when I'm with him, he can help me just in case, if I need some help to lift it up, he'll help me. That way I feel safe and I feel like I have security because if I were to fail, he's there to help me pick it back up. So you see how 2 people is better than 1? Friendships are so important to us because we're able to get more things done when we have friends. So what else do friends do? Friends stand up for each other. In that same book, again, we're reading in Ecclesiastes, chapter 4, verse 12, it says this: 1 person could be overpowered, but 2 people can stand up for themselves. You see, a good friend will always have your back. They'll always have your back, right? Even when you feel maybe a little bit like this, right? Maybe you might feel a little overwhelmed or sad, right? But you might feel overwhelmed or stressed out or anything like that. But when your friend is around you, sometimes as long as you have a friend to do it with you, sometimes you just might feel a little bit better, a little more safe. So when your friend is around you, you might feel a little more like this, right? So things, when you have a friend, it's easier to get through things together. You won't feel as overwhelmed or as stressed simply because you have a friend right next to you, right? What else can we find out about friendship in this passage, in this book, again, of Ecclesiastes? And in Ecclesiastes 4:12, it says this part: a rope made out of 3 cords isn't easily broken. Now, I couldn't find the right rope, but if you look right here, can you see that? this basically has like 3 cords, right? 3 cords, right? And so a rope like this is hard to rip. But honestly, even like a regular rope, like one rope like that would be hard to rip, but it's easier to break. So I have an example too, right? Like, I wanted to show you guys an example of a pencil. So if I had one pencil, how many of you guys think that I could break this? Could you break this pencil? Probably. You could, right? Pretty easy to break, right? Now don't go break your pencils because you need this for school. But what if we were to have more than one pencil, right? So this is like one person, right? And now you have 2 friends, you know, and then maybe 3 and 4 and 5, right? And so, remember I broke the other pencil. I'm gonna try my hardest to break this pencil right here. These pencils. And I'm not faking this, I promise. But I can't break it as easily as I could with one. Now why? I think it's because, you know, just like what we've been talking about, friendships, we're stronger together than we would be by ourselves. So that's why I think it's important for us to really remember that God made us to have friendships. Where we can do better when we have relationships. Friendship is like that. We're much stronger with good friends around us than we would be on our own. And see, the thing that can really make a friendship strong is when you and your friend can trust in God. See, that way you can remind each other that God is with you, that God loves you, and that you can stand up to any challenges with your friend and with God by your side. See, there's nothing better than a friendship where both of you are following God, right? And so that brings me to our bottom line, and that's this: choose your friends carefully. I want to say that again so that we can remember. This is the main thing for this week. Choose your friends carefully, right? See, a friend of mine, his name is Clarence. He has this, this thought where he says, watch your circle, or be careful who you allow. Basically, what that means is like, who's in your close friends, in your circle of close friends. So you have to be careful who you choose to tell, things that maybe you can't trust with everybody. You have to be careful who you tell these certain things with, because your friendships, if you have a bad friend in your group, close friend, most likely they're probably going to go and tell something that you didn't want them to tell. Maybe you have a secret to share and they just don't, they're like, hey, so-and-so said this, can you believe this about Daniel? Like, oh my gosh. So you have to learn to choose your friends carefully. Now, because we should try to be friends with everyone, but when it comes to the people that you're closest with, to the people that you spend the most time with, the people that really actually listen to you, you need to ask yourself this question: does this friend help me trust God? Ask yourself that question with some of the friends that you may be even thinking about right now. Does this friend help me to trust God? I think that question can help you start the process to really figuring out, okay, who's in my close friends? Who's my actual friend? So ask yourself that. Does this friend help me trust God? Because those are the kinds of friends that we need most of all. Let's go ahead and pray. Dear Jesus, thank you so much for today, God. We ask that you help us specifically, God, to be able to choose our friends wisely, Father, that you would give us wisdom to know who we can trust, God, that we could be a friend to others as well, God, and that we would be able to help people trust God, trust you. So we thank you again for our lives, and we ask that you would watch over us and our friends. We love you, Jesus. In your name we pray.
Hey World Changers, what an awesome service we had today. We can't wait to start a brand new series with you guys, but more importantly, we can't wait to be back with you in this room on September 20th. That's right, we are back September 20th. We are so excited and we can't wait to see you guys then. See you later.